Time is the one thing we all share, but no one really understands. It never stops, never waits, and always moves forward. But what if I told you that for most of human history, time was chaos? People didn't always agree on what time it was. In one city, it could be noon. Ride 50 miles, and it's still 10 a.m. No clocks, no standards, just the sun, and a lot of guessing. This is the bizarre history of how humans tried to control time, and how it almost broke the world in the process. Before clocks, ancient people used sundials, which told time based on shadows. But sundials don't work at night, or when it's cloudy. So they invented water clocks, bowls that slowly dripped water to measure hours. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Chinese used them. But they had one problem. They were all wrong. Every version measured time differently. Later came sand timers, hourglasses. Beautiful, but useless if you needed exact time. One flip could be 59 minutes, or 73. For thousands of years, time wasn't a science. It was a rough guess, and people were okay with that. Then came the church bells. Monasteries rang bells for prayers at certain hours. But again, whose hour? Which sun? By the Middle Ages, time became a symbol of power. Kings and churches started defining official time. Towns had public clocks, and if yours didn't match the town's tower, you were wrong. But here's the crazy part. Even public clocks weren't synced. One city's noon was another's 12:15. Nobody cared until something happened. Enter the train. In the 1800s, railroads changed everything. Trains needed schedules. Schedules needed time to be accurate. But remember, every town still had its own time, so people started missing trains. Collisions happened. Chaos. That's when the world decided, enough. In 1884, 27 countries met in Washington and invented something radical: standard time. They drew lines across the earth, 24 time zones. Suddenly, time became global, official, mechanical, political. But it didn't stop there. In war, synchronized watches became weapons. Armies moved by the minute. Nations began measuring everything: labor, travel, life itself, by the hour. Factories made workers punch in and out. Schools rang bells to move kids like clockwork. We weren't just keeping time anymore. Time was keeping us. Today, we chase time like never before. We have digital clocks, atomic seconds, countdowns, calendars, alerts. But there's a new movement rising. People going off-grid, living by the sun again, throwing away watches, trying to feel time instead of control it. Because the truth is, no matter how many clocks we build, no matter how hard we try to catch it, time always wins.